But our point here would be that your Messianic Unitarian friends, and I have many of them talking to me also, make the point that the scribe who engaged Jesus in the point about who is God is very unlikely to have been a Trinitarian. And there I want to quote Mr. Strobel, you know, the famous book, Lee Strobel. And
Yeah,
Ben
sure.
Witherington answers this point about what did Jesus claim to be. And Ben Witherington says the Jews of Jesus' day did not have any concept of the Trinity. They only knew of God the Father. So how would it be that that Jewish scribe, agreeing with Jesus on the Shema, could have agreed with him on a Trinitarian creed?
Well, I don't think that they fully understood any type of Trinitarian creed, a scribe that was interacting with him.
Okay.
I believe that the concept of God's complex unity is one that comes through reflection, study of scriptures, and looking at the larger picture. But no, I don't.
Okay.
I would certainly agree that we can present today a Trinitarian view in such a way
Yes.
that it gives an impression as if, you know, people in the first century or walking around with Jesus fully understood this concept and articulated it. I don't believe that was the case.
Okay, that's very helpful for me, because then, can I ask you then, where does this emerge? You would say probably in the Gospel of John.
Well, no, I would say that there are hints, clear hints of the transcendence of Jesus. Of course, we have the letters of Paul, which are predating
Yes.
most of the Gospels as we have them. So I would say it emerges there. Wherever Hebrews is dated, we get the preexistence of the Son
Okay.
emerging from there. And then we have clear instances of transcendence, even the idea of I have come,
Mhm.
Matthew, Mark, Luke. These things emerge. Then you go back and look at the Hebrew Scripture as a whole, and you see, this puts it together. Now I see it.
And I see if I've got it clear so I can understand you. You're admitting then that when Mark is recording the conversation between the scribe and Jesus is agreeing to a Unitarian creed there.
No, I'm saying that he is speaking of his. I'm not saying what Jesus believed. I'm saying what the scribe believed.
No, but he
That
agrees
the
with
scribe would have taken it to mean one thing, and I believe that God is one.
Okay.
No one's arguing that he's one.
Okay. So Jesus is saying, yes, I agree with you, but of course, secretly I know that God is three. I'm trying to get this understood.
No. No one's saying God is three. God is one, but his unity is complex, which
All
we
right.
then explain ultimately is triunity. I've never said God is three in my life.
All right, let's use your term complex unity. Then the scribe does not believe in complex unity, and Jesus agrees with him. They agree with each other, but Jesus, in fact, knows, although he's not saying anything about the complex unity. Is that
That's not the big issue. Because if you rightly understand it, we both believe in one God, period. And we don't know what type of beliefs this man had, divine intermediaries, other things like this, but the general confession we agree on. I mean, you would be the one positing a disagreement. I wouldn't.